Cynthia. I just got out of the movie. If you don't want to hear how it is, this is spoiler alert. So if you don't want to know what's going on, please turn off. Oh my God. Jurassic Park Dominion is so good. I'll be honest with you, out of all of them, even the original one was good, but I like this one better. It had so much action. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna make you cry. Um, the beginning, you're gonna see they're like in Alaska, and it's like this ship. You know how they be collecting seafood? Well, they had like a whole bunch of like crabs, right? And so the big monster that was in the water jumped up and grabbed the cage that had the crabs. And when he did that, he pulled the whole ship down under. Then it jumps to where you see Claire. She's with this young girl and young guy. I forgot their names, but they're at this facility and they're trying to get the animals out that these people illegally stole and trying to breed them. They had them all chained up. So Claire goes inside there, and I think one of the dinosaur name was Leon or Ed. No, I think it was a girl. It was a girl dinosaur. So Claire, she's with her friends in there. They're unlocking the thing that's around the dinosaur's foot, and they was like, we're gonna get in trouble. We was like, we at least gotta set one free. So they get the dinosaur in the truck. The alarms go off, y'all, like crazy. So the people are chasing them in the truck, and they had the dinosaur in the trunk. You know, they're holding the dinosaur. They busted out of the gate. And then all of a sudden, the girl and the guy that was with Claire, you know, they was like in back of the truck sitting, and they was like, Claire, there's got to be a better way we can do this. Claire wants to make things right. She doesn't want the animals to be mistreated, and they was being mistreated. So as they was telling her, there's got to be another way. So after that, you see it jump, and oh God, I forgot what part it is, but oh Lord, it's Claire's boyfriend. Lord, what is his name? Wes, whatever. He's like out there in the fields chasing these other dinosaurs, and they're running from him. He's on the horse with the other guys. He takes the rope and he grabs one of them by the neck, and he breeds them. And since they were babies, and how he communicates with them, he always holds out his hands to them, and they seem to like calm down. They don't, you know, act up or whatever. So as he's got the rope around one of them, Lord, I can't think of the dinosaur name, but he puts his hand out, and the dinosaur like calmed down. You know, in reality, this would not be happening. But the dinosaur calms down, and he's like petting the dinosaur by the nose, and he said, we're going to get you to a better place. So basically, after that, Charlotte, she's not supposed to leave the little cabinet space where they are. So she goes up on the bridge with the bike, and she's going like in town, and these other two giant dinosaurs. She whispers something in one of the workers' ears. Y'all can't hear what she's saying. And the worker, he gets one of the flares, and the dinosaur turns around. It looked like the dinosaur was kind of like smiling, and the dinosaurs were like walking toward the flare. They were like walking away. Basically, where they're at, they're trying to keep these animals happy and, you know, and content. So then, Yeah, I'm trying to remember the parts. The movie was so good while it's still fresh in my mind. So, Dr. Sam and Lord, I can't forget the other lady name. Before she gets to the farm, it's this little girl and little boy that out there like feeding the chickens, and all of a sudden you see, this big gigantic locust is looking at the boy. So the girl looks. They start running. They're like running to the barn. You see this big swarm of locusts just came. These things are gigantic. They're like they're eating all the wheat and everything. So they ran into the barn and they put like a board, try to hold them in. One busted in through the hole. So when it busted through the hole, I guess that was her brother. He like captured it with a bucket, and you hear them screaming, and then all of a sudden you see a woman, and you see Lord, the woman with the blonde hair, the doctor. She comes to meet I guess that's their mother, letting them know that these locusts, they're spreading. Basically, these locusts are spreading around, and they're eating all the wheat. They're like trying to make it like we starve, that there'll be basically no food if these locusts keep on spreading and spreading and destroying crops. So she goes to meet her ex, Dr. Sam, whatever his name is, and he's like teaching a class down there on the ground. They're like, polishing up the dinosaurs and stuff. So she comes in there, and he's looking all happy to see her. You should see the glare between them two. And she was like, I need your help. And he offered her some tea. And he was like, oh, I love my quiet life. And, she tells him that, her kids is grown. They in college. And her husband divorced. And he tries to play it off. He's like, I think her husband's name was Mark or something. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Then he said, he was like, yeah, he ain't say, but in his mind, he was looking like, yeah, I'm going to jump on that. So, she convinced him to come out there so they can go get a sample of this locust to blow Bison, the name of this company. And I think one of the rude doctors was Dyson. And the one that played in The Fly, I can't think of his name in the thing here. He works at that company. So, her and Dr. Neil, Sam, whatever his name is, they get into the helicopter. They meet I can't think of that new black guy. Oh Lord, I can't think of his name. But he escorts them on another like small helicopter. They go to the facility, and the doctor that's trying to act like he's nice, I guess his name is Dyson, whatever. He's saying, oh, welcome here. We're here to change the world, find cure for cancer and all that, which is a good thing. But, this doctor here, he was shady and stuff. So he tells the black guy, can you please show them around? And they got like a little place in there they can sleep and stuff. So the black guy, he takes them in there while my man that was from The Fly, Jeff, he's in there. He's doing a speech to the kids, letting them know that they can change the world. He's got a book out, and when he sees them come in his class, he starts to smile and stuff, and he tells the kids, let me speak to the friends there. So he said, let me offer y'all some coffee inside the facility. So, there's cameras everywhere, and I guess when he's talking to her, he doesn't want the people to hear. So when the guy is doing the espresso coffee, he was like, do you want maraschino, all this crap here? And so he's trying to slip her like this thing to get into, I think, upstairs in the facility to get a little sample of the locust, the wheat or whatever. So he realized they seen it all and stuff. So they go in there with their little suits. Her and Sam O'Neill, she telling her, oh, this is the mature wheat. Go in there and get the wheat thing there. And she said, you got to be quiet because I guess it will wake up the locust, because she said, go to this one. This is the adult one. He picks up this locust. This locust is like big as a dog, y'all. You would be like, good God. So any slight movement will make it aggravate the rest of them. So something happened. I think they made like a slight noise, and it set off all the locusts inside the glass facility where they was trying to take a sample. And the locust is chasing them. They're trying to get out of the little glass thing while the smoke, or I guess was whatever that smoke stuff is. So when they're doing that, these poachers, they're like scamming, and they see Charlotte. So, Charlotte, she's being, she's like 14 years old. And you know how 14 years old, she was like, well, why can't I go anywhere? Why can't I do this? And, they're trying to basically keep her safe. But one of the poachers, he calls Dyson on the phone, said, we found her. So she gets mad at Claire. I forgot what they was arguing about. She was like, you can't stop me. You're not my mother. So she gets out there with the bike. And as she's riding on the bike going through the bridge, the poacher and this other lady is on the other side. So she's in the middle of the bridge like, oh, Jack, what's going on here? So they throw her bike over and they kidnap her. And Blue is basically, she's running through there. First her baby comes to the campsite before Charlotte gets kidnapped. Charlotte names her Beta. That's her name, y'all, Beta. Beta's so cute. Beta was like looking at Charlotte, because Charlotte had like a piece of toast with jam on it. So she named her Beta. She said, Beta came closer to her. And I guess since she's cloned, Beta understands her. She has like a connection real strong with Beta. So Beta, she comes and she grabs up the toast and eating it. So then Beta, turns around and look at Charlotte, and she runs off in the woods. And then you see Blue, her mother. Blue goes inside this old bus vehicle, and she's making a noise, looking for Blue. And Blue comes out. They're running through the woods, having themselves a good time. She's showing her how to like kill animals, feed. So they're looking at this bunny, and they was about to eat it. Beta was about to get it. Then all of a sudden, this wolf or coyote comes out of nowhere and grabs up the bunny, and Beta tries to jump on the wolf, and they leave. And so Beta mom, Blue, she gets like, it looks like a dead fox, and she's like, basically grabbing it and pulling it to she pulling it to Beta. So as Beta was like looking down at the fox, and she's sniffing and getting ready to bite it, here comes this net, comes up, pulls up, and grabs her. And so the poachers, they take Beta. Blue, she pissed off as hell. She was trying to fight the poachers, but somehow she tumbled down the hill and she couldn't get up. So, they got Charlotte, they got Beta, and Claire, boyfriend. He's like, they took Charlotte, and they got Beta. So Blue, she comes to where they're at, the woods thing there. Blue is pissed the hell off. You hear me? So as Claire and her boyfriend, they was getting ready to get in the car to try to chase to get Charlotte, here come Blue. Blue's making that noise. She's like basically saying, motherfucker, y'all better get my damn child. She was pissed the hell off. So he was like, he's like, be quiet. And he's holding out the hand of Beta. Beta like, kind of looked like she bit his hand. And he moved it, and he's like, I promise I'm gonna get your baby. And Blue's looking like, motherfucker, you better get my child, or I'm gonna come back here and rip you apart. That's exactly how she was looking. I mean, she was mad as hell. So she takes off in the woods, you know, running like, I can't believe these motherfuckers got my damn child. You know what I mean? She is pissed the hell off. So they get in the car, and oh God, I don't know if they went to Italy or Africa. It's like so. It's just so much, y'all. The lady, I don't know if she's Chinese or whatever. She's got Claire. She's got Beta, and Claire and her man. They meet some black guy there. I guess that's their friend, and they're showing them, like, I think it was Italy. Or was it Africa? They were showing like this underground where they're basically abusing these animals, black market, having them fight and stuff. So that Chinese lady, she could be Japanese, forgive me, y'all. She got blonde hair. She has like this weapon in her hand I guess it got implants in the animals or whatever, but she can point a red light and that animal will go after you. So they're inside of the thing, and Claire's inside the bathroom, and she meets the black girl, this new black girl. Lord, I forgot her name, y'all, but she got pretty brown eyes. Y'all see her, and she's in the bathroom with her, and she's like, because the black lady, she saw Charlotte as they was taking her away, and so when Claire's in the bathroom with her, she was like, my name is Claire. And she was like, she shows a picture. She said, have you seen my daughter, Charlotte? And the black lady looks, she looks startled because she knows that's her child. And she was like, it's best you not be here. I can't help you. And as she's walking out, Claire's following behind her. And they see the Chinese lady with the blonde hair, and they're trying to chase after her, but Charlotte's in the car, and because they have Beta somewhere else, and Charlotte's in the car. She's like, where are you taking me? She was like, don't worry. Like, she's like, where are you taking me? So, what's the name there? The Japanese lady, she points the red light at Claire's boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, and they're like, he gets on the bike. Lord, these dinosaurs, they run fast as hell. You hear me? They was chasing his behind all through the whole city. You hear me? It's like you can't escape them because she signaled that light at them. So it's like their instinct is to kill you wherever that red light is on. So they was trying to come after Claire, and Claire jumped out of some building, and she landed in the car that happened to have the black lady in there. And she was like, I can take you wherever you need to go. And she said, I need to go to Bison. So they're like in the truck driving. Claire's in the back seat holding on in the truck, and they're speeding. And them dinosaurs are chasing her. The other two dinosaurs are chasing her man on the motorcycle thing. So Claire and the black lady, they get inside the airplane, and they're trying to take off, and she's like, he's coming, and they see him coming down the hill. These dinosaurs is on his behind, you hear me? So they open up like the back part of the airplane that has the ramp, and Claire was like, come on. So they're like, as the airplane is getting ready to go higher and higher, he gets in he's on the motorcycle, and he runs up the ramp, and the motorcycle crashes inside the airplane, and one of the dinosaurs jumped in there. And so with the motorcycle, it must have swung and knocked the dinosaur out, and the dinosaur and the motorbike, they went into the water. So they're all still running, y'all. They're all on the airplane together, and the black lady, she said there's some kind of thing they got in the airplane. It's some kind of air thing that keeps them big flying birds. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of their names. They won't come up there as long as that signal thing is up there. So the black lady's on the phone, and I guess they already know she's betraying them. So she's like, I need landing. And then one of the girls that was there with Dyson, she was like, no, you cannot land. Dyson telling her, no, she cannot land. So, but we know you got 2 people on the thing there. And he gets mean. He shuts off the thing there. So Claire and all of them is in the airplane. They look like, oh my God, what's going on? All of a sudden, you see that big claritactyl bird fly over and it go past them. And the black lady, you know, who's driving the plane, she's like, whoo. All of a sudden, that bird come back and he puts his beak through the thing there. So I guess there's only one seat with the parachute. So he's telling Claire, you know, pull the thing and get out. So she pulls the thing and she flies out in the air. The parachute comes. The other 2, they crash into the water. I don't know how they survived that impact. So the black lady and Claire's boyfriend, they get out of the water. Now, these other new animals, these dinosaurs, I mean, this bird that got the feathers, I mean, this the kind of animal is hot. Well, they was walking on the ice, gently breaking. Here go the bird looking at them like, yeah, what y'all doing on here? I'm about to eat y'all. So the bird is trying to get closer, but the ice cracked in the middle. So what the bird did, the bird dinosaur, whatever, he jumped inside the water, swimming underneath them. And he's like, as he's swimming in circles underneath them, he's cracking the ice. So they're running, trying to climb up the ramp thing. This bird dinosaur can jump out. He jumped out of the water with his feathers, y'all. I wish you could see that in motion. You would be like, oh, shit. And it was still chasing them. So they ran on the ramp thing inside there. The bird was trying to get them in the ramp they was going down. So she looks at Claire's boyfriend saying, you love your daughter. He was like, yeah. And she said, I'm fond of redheads too. And so as they're like, I guess they're going to look for Claire and stuff, Claire winds up in the tree with the parachute. So this other animal that y'all see, dinosaur, he's blind. So he goes by sound. So he sees the deer. He don't see the deer. I guess he feels the vibration. And he like kills the deer. And so Claire, she getting scared. She trying to unbuckle the thing while she's in the tree, you know, to get loose. She finally falls down. The thing turns around because he heard the sound. So she's like crawling on the ground, quietly trying to get the water. And the bird, the dinosaur that's blind, he's hearing the vibration. He can't see her. So she's in the water and he's coming closer to the water. Or it could have been a girl dinosaur. So she takes her breath and she goes underneath. And the dinosaur, I mean, this dinosaur is big as hell. His mouth was like, oh! He was like right above her while she was underneath the water. So I guess, you know, since Claire ain't pop her head up, you know, the dinosaur turned around. I forgot why the dinosaur left. So she crawls out the water. Claire got the prettiest green eyes, y'all. Those are her real eyes. So she's crawling out the water. Basically, the reason they took Blue's child, Beta, is because the reason why Blue was able to have a child, because they said Blue was made out of real lizard DNA. That's why she's able